Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Mandragon's Cave. Today we are going to be talking about Inktober52 and the prompt is Ratty. Ratty is a prompt that I like because I love to do humanized animals. Humanized animals is this kind of Mickey Mouse type of characters that they are animals but they look like humans. All the Disney movies, all the Pixar movies, all the Warner Brothers movies, all these type of things. So Ratty basically means something with characteristics of a rat, looking like a rat. Like for example, we have characters as well in Harry Potter. We have Peter Pettigrew in Harry Potter looking like a rat, and Mickey Mouse basically could be a ratty character because it's humanized mouse basically. But yeah, we're gonna do something. We're gonna do something in that line. Okay, I'm looking for a shape, a basic shape like rat shape, but I don't want to do something. My initial idea is not to go for a bad guy look, okay? I think I fancy something sweet, maybe some sort of old man or something like that. I'm not sure yet, but today is basically we're gonna develop a character, humanized animal as we go. And yeah, so let's see the first strokes of pencil. Little bit this shape reminds me a little bit to Ratingale as well, the character Ratingale from the movie. It can have, little ears like this. I wanna do a little bit of whiskers there like this. Maybe it's an old man. I think I fancy doing like an old man. It is being very cold lately, very windy lately here, so we don't have much sun, even we are in summer. So I think I fancy going for something more wintry, like making like a big scarf here. Like wintry, it looks like an old man. Okay. Something like that. There was nice boots, for example, like kind of I have in my mind like a map of the things I'm taking for reference, okay? If you like movies, for example, as well, Home Alone, that this concept of Home Alone characters in the story, that they are like very wintry looking, at the same time very ragged, look a little bit ragged, like they are, the guy that is living in the park, and the bad guys that they're trying to steal in the house and everything, something like that, but in a sweet tone. I don't want to go for, as I said, as a bad guy drawing, but more like a, but in that style, like maybe New York, some like a ratty Kate character that could live in something around New York, something like that. Poor old man, tall boots for the winter, for the cold, with long socks as well, like this. Need to do the tail. It's gotta be a very long tail, because rats actually have a very, very long tail, very hairy. Okay. Remember when I was studying at the university and there was a guy who had 2 rats, domestic rats, that it is not like this kind of dangerous, rough looking rats that you can find on the street running around sometimes. It was kind of this rat shape, big rat, like I don't know, like my forearm, very, very large rat. And I think one was white and the other one was some sort of like white and brown, something like this. And sometimes, you know, he used to have the rats on top of him and everything. If you check rats on Google, you don't see straight away these kind of scary beings. You see something more cute when you try to find that. But I want to, yeah, for today as well, I'm kind of, you know, thinking about characters related to rats. We have these, fancy doing with glasses. I don't know why, but I love to draw round glasses like this. I have in mind as well the Ninja Turtles. And the Ninja Turtles, they have Splinter, that is the master that teaches the turtles how to fight. He's like a ninja master, very skilled in many weapons, and he's kind of this type of design. He's like a humanized rat, very big. He can talk, very clever man, and yeah, something like this. I'm kind of trying to do a little bit of beard as well, like this. I need to make the teeth. Fancy doing teeth like this, like a little bit rabbit teeth. Yeah, like this, looking nice. I'm gonna make eyebrows. The eyebrows are bushy. Okay, I like it. I'm actually drawing more the sketch than normal. Normally I would go for something more quick, more basic in Inktober challenge, and from there I would develop further with a pen. But I feel very comfortable today. Today I'm using to draw, if you can see here, this big brand evolution. As I always say in my videos, you as an artist, as a fan of drawing, someone who likes to draw, aficionado, or just you don't consider yourself an artist, but you draw whenever you want, whenever you have time, and because you like it, because you enjoy it, okay? And let's forget about the concept of artist and all these things, but basically you just like to draw. You don't need to buy the most expensive material, okay? Even when you are working in the professional field, and you are selling your product, your artwork, your characters, you don't need to do that. This basically, Bic is a good brand that I like. I like to use the pens, I like to use the pencils, but to be honest, this Bic Evolution pack, I bought a 12 pencil pack with the basic colors, you know, red, yellow, green, purple, black, you know. And this is for kids. I bought it from one of those stores that they were selling some stationery for kids for school, and I think I paid £2 for the whole pack. And I want to kind of to make this clear that sometimes we put ourselves in these scenarios of I can't be an artist, or I can't draw because I don't have the best paper, I don't have the best pencils or the best pens, or I don't have the best tablet or the best software. And it doesn't really matter, to be honest. You just take a pencil from home, whatever pencil you can find, whatever color, and you see that every time that I do a drawing I use different color pencils, because I like to kind of see what is the color telling me depending on the character as well. Now we are drawing a ratty character, so I wanted to go for, I was thinking about doing black or doing brown, but I've been drawing a lot. If you check my Instagram that I will put at the very bottom of the show more section down here, you will see that I'm posting in Instagram a couple of drawings, and most of them are brown. I'm kind of trying to do a massive A3 with I think it's 8 characters, all in the same kind of palette, and you know, browns, a little bit of greens as well, green olive. But as I say, you don't need to you don't need to aim for something that is gonna make a difficult situation for you. Like you need a pen, you need a pencil, just grab whatever you have around, it works, it draws. Okay, this is a walking stick with this old man. He's very happy, we made him the smile here, he's smiley. Okay, he's living in New York. Yes, I like to do this kind of thin type of trouser. I'm gonna be wearing the coat, a strange coat, big one. Hand in the pocket. Like this, very, very sweet, very sweet. This is gonna be a jumper. Okay, and the scarf. The scarf, so I want... If I draw... When you are drawing a character, you need to try to see that the image is not bothering, so the shape of the silhouette is not bothering what you are creating. For example, initially, when I was drawing the face, I started marking some points. Okay, this is gonna be the face. This area is gonna be for the eyes, the ears. I'm drawing the scarf here, and then I draw. If you remember at the beginning, or if you check the video at the beginning, I draw the scarf here. But then I'm trying to do the whole thing, the rest of the body, and I have this arm that I want to accommodate here. So he is kind of having a walking stick because he's very old. Okay. So this is conflicting, is bothering me there. So probably I need to modify this part. So I leave the arm, and if I make the scarf here on the front, it will look weird with the hand. Okay, but if I do it at the back, it will look weird as well because there's too much information there. So maybe I could opt for a very small scarf, okay, like something like this, because I want to do a scarf. Okay, let's say that this is for a client. Someone asks you to do a character, and the character needs to have a scarf, and the scarf needs to have this little end here, no, with the lines here and everything. So you need to find how to accommodate it. As well, when you do a character for someone, for a company or for a particular person, you will draw different options as well for a character, no? And the character doing different things. This is just some sketching, some kind of illustration that once finished you could use for children's book illustration, something like that. But you need to be mindful of those things. That doesn't mean that because you draw a character on the first go, that's the character how it's gonna look. Okay? Okay, so we do a little bit of hair like this. I think we kind of have the design more or less arranged. And now it's time for me to start adding some colors. Again, like lately, I'm gonna be using Micron 005. This is Sakura brand. I never used it before, and a couple of weeks ago I bought these two. I have 04 and 005. I'm not using much 04, only to fill some very black spaces. I'm most of the time using 005, and I'm seeing that I have the same issue with Unipin or Standler or any of the other brands. As you can see, you know, with Unipin, this guy, Standler brand, I have plenty different brands, multiple brands. But the thing is, I press maybe too much, or I draw too much maybe, and the tips of the thin ones, these very thin ones, because the number is so little, so small, that means that the tip is thinner, and it's eating it. So it's going inside, and yeah. So I need to draw a little bit more like this, and because yeah, I don't want to bin it yet. It happened to me a lot that I bought some new material like this, very thin, very nice to try, and how is very thin, and my way of drawing is a little bit, you know, a little bit harder. Yeah, I lost it quick, and yeah, so keep in mind those things as well when you draw. Depend of the type of drawing that you do, depend of the strength that you use, and the material that you use. This type of pens, you can eat them quicker than other things. And the thicker the tip like this, you see the difference between one and the other. I don't know if here you can see it in the video. Let me see. But yeah, now you can see there. You see this tip there. Okay. Just to carry on a little bit here, we are adding a little bit of details, creating the eyebrows here. Now let's think about a name for this old man. This old man lives in New York. He's a very nice guy, very clever guy, little bit of librarian looks or librarian concept as well. And as you can see soon, probably this pen is not gonna finish this drawing. Yeah, let's move into a 02. I have a 01 here maybe. Let's see, a 01 unipin. Yeah, 01 unipin will do. You see the difference. This one has full tip. I haven't used it yet, and the difference is massive. I enjoy this one a lot. I will use it more, and I will use it in details when I'm not actually recording for my normal drawings. And yeah, but for this one, I want you to be able to see what I'm doing, and it's gonna be nicer if I change. It's very funny that the word for this week is Ratty, because I'm drawing a lot of cats lately in the Instagram section, so feel free to go and check that. And yeah, and probably I do one or two more regarding cats, and that kind of section is done for me. You see this kind of, for example, these whiskers here, it will conflict as well a little bit with these lines when I start doing these lines there. But let's see how it's gonna go. It has a bite there. Let's make some long hairs coming out there. Lately I'm enjoying a lot doing this kind of hairy ears, so a lot of hairs coming out from all the places. Okay, and then this is gonna be already the scarf. And as I always explain here in my Inktober videos, when you draw something, it doesn't mean that that drawing needs to end up in social media or shared in your... You can draw for yourself, have plenty of sketchbooks full of things that, as you are seeing lately, I'm posting a couple of sketchbooks. I have this video I put about Inktober, the characters I've done before this one, all of them are together in one video that I'm gonna put here and you can see. I've done a sketchbook as well about mermaid with different mermaid designs that I'm gonna put here as well so you can see. There's a sketchbook tour as well about some of my One Piece characters, and I explain a little bit of them. That's one of the things that I want to keep doing. I'm gonna put the One Piece one here as well, so you can see what I'm doing at the moment in the channel. And kind of I enjoy a lot watching sketchbooks online when I check the artists that I like, or the people that I follow, the people that I like, how they draw, how they do the things. And even if I'm not that fan of the style or that fan of the kind of account, Instagram account or YouTube account in general, I enjoy a lot to see the progress and the different experiments or different drawings of the creative person. That is very nice. For today here, let's focus. I put you already a couple of videos there, so let's focus in doing probably, you know, how you come up with names is I'm thinking, while I'm talking, I'm thinking about rats, rat concept, mouse concept, and and things like this. I try to sometimes as well to mix names. Knight is something that for me it connects with the rats, with this type of animal, rats, cats, owls, night, okay, and they come out at night, and you don't see many rats in broad light. So I'm thinking night, nightingale, rattingale. I like to use the name of the animal to create the names of the characters most of the time as well. Rattingale, I think is gonna be this guy. It's gonna be Rattingale. He's got some sweatpants, like pajama pants. He's very old man, like this, very sweet. That's a trench coat there. He's living in New York. Living in, not in the streets, living in the sewers, okay? This guy is not training Ninja Turtles. Not training Ninja Turtles. He's a very sweet man. He used to be a librarian for the rat community, the mice community. The Big Apple, so he lives. Very, very, very sweet. Alright. Very, very sweet burro. In the park. He comes for a daily walk. Some of the kids know him already because he's sometimes lending books to the people and everything. And I have no money. I have no this. This type of humanized animals that live between humans. They don't use gold coins or notes. They don't use our money. So this type of creatures. They will basically go for trade. They are doing trade. They will exchange, for example, it's very appreciated some types of fabrics, so they can do their clothes. Something appreciated is other books, little books that they find, or little books from humans as well that they find. And let's do this like this. I love to do this type of characters, to be honest. This kind of old man looking animal. If you check my Instagram, even if you check my YouTube channel, on top of my head now I can't tell because I'm too focused in doing this guy. But there are probably plenty of old guys like this in pajama. In the channel. Okay. So for talking a little bit more about character design and all these things, this type of drawing, okay, is just some ideas, some sketch, some concept for a possible character that you could develop more, okay. But if you check information about character design, you basically see that you have like a presentation of the character with the most important pose or the most representative pose of the character. Let's say this one in this example, it will be this one to represent that he is a seasoned man, good heart, smiley, nice guy. He seems poor because this is a patch. Maybe we can add a little bit more, another patch here, for example. Like this, things like this. So you understand some basic principles of the character, okay? And that's kind of gonna give you the basic information about the character. Presentation, nice name there, Rattingale. Rattingale with nice lettering related to rats, related to this character. It can be very elegant, Rattingale, because he is connected to librarian concept, books concepts. He's very learned man as well. And then you will have as well his face, okay, his head, different expressions, multiple, like maybe like 1 or 2 pages of him doing not all the expressions in the world and all okay, maybe this man is not gonna be a character that is gonna be getting angry. Okay, this is very sweet man. In my story, I don't want him to be angry at any time. Okay, I don't want him to have bad temper, things like this. So all the faces will be related to this. If this is for someone else, they may ask you, okay, can you do these other expressions as well so I can see the difference? But when you create a character, when you create an ambience and a character of a person himself, you need to draw the particularities of this character. You will do as well a page with different moves, like how he walks, how he talks, how he moves his hand, if he's gonna be walking very slow because he's old or no, it has like a normal pace. It's a smiling, it's a smiley person, different smiles for different situations as well. Things like this. So today, basically the video is about having a nice time, relaxed time here, drawing a humanized character with the word Ratty, given by Inktober52 team. And at the same time talking about a little bit about character design, character development, how I create characters and stories, and basically slowly things like this, like I talk to the character, who are you, what are you going, where are you going, what are you doing, why are you smiling? He's smiling because he has a passion for the things around him. He lived a very long life, and now basically he is, let's do these wrinkles, and basically now he's just been walking around. Let's do some lines, a little bit like this. Okay. Looking very sweet. And I think it's time for me to start adding. As you see, I haven't added color yet, but that's why I try to draw my sketches with a similar tone for what I want the character to be. I want the character to be, you know, rat, black, brown, New York, underground, in the park, small size, walking in the city, walking in the park, but the park is as well a little bit, you know, pollution around, gray tones. But I don't want to make him sad, so I try to compensate a little bit. Smile, making him smiley. Gonna do a little bit more of basic tone here. Okay. So first of all, we can start. I don't normally start by painting the bottom part. Okay, but as I said, I want to kind of define where is he, and he is, as I said, brown, is dirty, not dirty, but it's kind of gray. It's in a gray place. Never been to New York, but all the movies I've seen, they always represent this big city with a lot of cars, a lot of movement, and in all these movies that you have small people like this in New York, most of the views from that area is everything like this grayish tone. Something very funny, very interesting about Pixar. When they did the movie, I think it was A Bug's Life, that is one of the first movies made by Pixar, originally when they started in the 90s. This movie, Bug's Life, it's about bugs and ants and different types of insects, and the guys just took a camera, a very small camera, and they put it on the floor and they moved it around the gardens, around the grass, to see how would you see the things from that perspective, kind of to have an idea, to have some kind of guidance there. And I find that very very interesting, very interesting approach to create something. When you are drawing, when you are creating, doesn't matter if it is a character, cartoon, realistic, science fiction, fantasy, doesn't matter which topic you are picking, but when you are drawing and creating something, you need to understand who is this person. You need to ask, as I said before, who is this guy, where is this guy, what is he doing, does he have a family, where is he going. You need to brainstorm all these things. And a great idea is to actually see the world from his perspective. And let's say now I need to do a movie about this guy, Ratingale, and I would probably have to do a proper research. It will be very good if you can go to New York, to these places that you imagine him, and take a little camera and start recording small places, small corners, and take pictures as well, and see, oh, maybe he could live here in this corner of the park, or in this street in this corner. This is how you basically develop a storytelling, a world. I don't know if any of you watching this video here, you are, let's say, for example, the first that comes to my mind, fan of Lord of the Rings. Okay, in Lord of the Rings, when they start, you start from a text, from a book, okay, from various books that you read, and you put together the script and everything. But there was a small team of the producers, the director, the concept artists, and a couple of guys that they are the top tier in the movie. They are the ones who control everything in the movie, so everything goes in order, and the ones who set the style. They travel to multiple locations, not only in New Zealand. These movies were recorded in New Zealand, but they travel to many places, many locations with the helicopters and everything. Obviously, we're talking about a big production and a lot of money. And there they basically They were scouting for different locations, different scenarios to see, okay, the Rohirrim are these riders, medieval looking, Viking inspired looking as well, Celtic looking. Let's see in what scenario they could move. They will need this kind of territory, this type of land for the horses to move, this elevated type of mountain to live. And because this is a big concept, a big production, they basically do the production moves there to those locations if it is good, and they would basically build the things that they need. They need to build houses, a castle, and everything. And if you have a good budget and you can do it, and you don't do it with CGI, with computer generated images, that's what you will do. But for things like this, like a small scale, they took Alan and the other concept artist guy, now I don't remember the name on top of my head, but they took them with them, and they would take pictures. These people will be taking pictures, and these two guys will be sitting on the side, drawing what they see, what the environment is telling them. And if you think about it, everyone does that. This explanation that you traveling somewhere because inspires you, and that is where these characters could be set. It makes you kind of drink from that environment and create from that environment, and it is very beautiful thing and very beautiful experience. As well, some of my characters, I was walking around, or I went on a trip somewhere, and the sea, the mountains, the color of the grass, the color of the sand inspired me to create this, to create that. And I remember being in one of those massive houses for a weekend, and it gave me kind of vampire-like vibes. So I was those days drawing kind of vampire-looking characters and some sketches, simple sketches, line work, and thinking about who who was this guy that I was kind of developing there and everything. So yeah, for this guy as well, as I said, you are gonna do a movie about this guy, a proper movie. You go to New York, to the places that I'm talking about, and Big Apple, and see some corners where he could live, what type of animals, on top of rats, that every city, every town has rats and mice, what type of other animals you have around there, what type of birds, pigeons, is there a hawk, because a hawk is hunting here and there, yes, all these things. So you can create side characters for the main character. What's the story about? It's a sweet story. Is he gonna have a wife? Is he gonna have kids that they left the city and they went to live into another city and they are visiting, kind of making it human. So all the human aspects that you will do in your normal life, like eat, cook, walk, study, work, see your family, visit your parents, all these things. Basically, this is how you create and how you develop characters. Asking questions, basically asking questions about everything, basically. I want to do this now as we have multiple. I don't want to use this because this is the same that I've been using for the tail and the other kind of more skinny details. Let's do the legs as well, like this. But orange is nice. Brown, we have the coat already. I can use a little bit of this green for the patch as well. Can have different tones of the patch. Black for this, a little bit gray. Okay. The boots I want definitely to be like this, like they are water boots, or you know, boots to work in the sewers and all these things. And I think I fancy doing this one as well, like kind of dark. So it's sturdy, can hold him very nice there. Very, very nice, very interesting, very nice. If you have been following my Inktober drawings for a bit now, I always, not always, but lately, I'm gonna put here the Inktober list, okay, so you can check them all, you can check whichever you want. You will see that I'm using the Aqua Brush Duo Lira, that is this type of pen, that it has this kind of brush tip to paint and everything. Very sweet, very nice, I love it. And some of them have a little bit of color, like this guy. And I was lately doing more and more with the other style, but I'm talking, and as I said, the drawing is talking to me. The drawing is telling me, oh, I need to add some details around, some colors around, do these things. And sometimes you want to draw one thing, sometimes you want to draw something else, and then you can add just some details as well. Like for example, I want to do a little bit of clothing here in gray tone. Like he's kind of wearing one of these kind of sporty outfits, but for old man. This is something that I recommend a lot as well, to blend colors, blend techniques. You are traditional artist, take pencils, take pens, different colors, try to use everything, try to make for yourself a chart. You buy a new set of pens, for example, take a paper, okay, and normally some of the pens, they come with codes or with numbers. You can basically do a little bit of a circle or something and then write which number it is. So when you are drawing something another day, you don't need to try the colors again, so you can see, okay, the color that I want in my chart, in my paper of reference, is this pink or is this yellow. So just pick the number from the box and start decorating. decorating everything. Okay, I have it at home on the wall. I have it on the wall. It's very easy to see. Okay. It's looking very nice. We kind of achieved this kind of sense of someone who doesn't have much money, okay, with the patches, with the tones that we're using. At the same time, it's a little bit scruffy with all the hairs up and down like this. It has like a ratty look, like a rat look, okay, it's a rat in kind of human outfit, a humanized rat basically. We used a little bit of different tones around the character to make it this kind of city could fit in the city, in some of the lower areas of the city as well, with the patches and everything. And yeah, feel free as well in the comments to think some other aspects of the character and share it. Oh, you know, I think Ratingale is gonna be going to this place or going to that place, and we can actually create a little bit of a story in the comments for Ratingale. Where is he going for the morning walk? Things like this. Very sweet. Now I think I kind of have the character, some sort of finalized drawing. I want to add a little bit more of pen, because I've been working with the colors on top of him, on top of the original line work, and what that is doing is kind of making it a little bit more difficult to see. So then you can, some areas, no need to be the whole thing, but some areas that you want, you see how, for example, the teeth there, it pops when you do this like this. It's a little bit like Miyagi, a little bit of hair there. The ears as well are very small, very sweet, but we can lose them in all these lines that we are doing. All these lines are lost because the pen and the pencil. Now I'm redoing some tones. The eyebrows are difficult to see, so I would redo them like this. This character, don't be closed to one technique or one type of drawing. This is traditional drawing right now, but me and plenty of other people, what we do as well is to those of us that we are comfortable drawing in traditional, we do this. Take a nice picture with the camera, with the phone, or scan it with the scanner and move it into the computer, into your software for drawing, and you can add extra details, extra tones, extra shading tones for inside, for outside, other characters in the background, put a little bit of thing behind like he's in the city or in the park. So don't be closed to think, no, because I've been doing this traditional, this is the end of the drawing, and no, this doesn't mean that it's the end of the drawing, okay? Yeah, and please share your opinion as well about the channel, and how do you see the characters, if you like them, if you have any favorite Inktober so far, or any favorite One Piece drawing so far, or if you want me to, I don't know, kind of draw something specific, or could you do in the next prompt, I don't know, fox focus, or cat focus, or dog, or I don't know. So I can try to basically take that initial concept that Inktober is giving, like this one was Ratty, but let's say that in this example someone could have said, oh, New York. New York plus Inktober52, Ratty. And then we have this kind of character. We have Ratingale here. Like this. Okay, very nice. I'm liking it. This is like a jumpsuit. I don't know how you call it in English, but it's like a sweatpants, like pyjama or to do a sport. I seen it for both options. Okay, looking nice. Looking very nice. I said it at the beginning of the video, and I have to confess it. I think my favorite thing to draw has been always humanized animals. If you see my Instagram, my LinkedIn, my ArtStation, even I had many years ago a Facebook page as well. You can always find characters like this, like they are animals looking like humans. I think that's the thing that I enjoy drawing the most. As well, in the comments, please tell me what type of drawing you enjoy drawing the most. If it is animals, humans, portraits, cars, vehicles, I don't know, manga. I try to draw in everything, so I will 100% understand you and share your passion, because I love drawing. And yeah, if you realize, most of my videos are connected to challenges, because I haven't been drawing before as much as I wanted, and I started doing these monthly challenges, Inktober, Mermaid, Inktober52, multiple Inktovers through the years, and it got me into the habit of drawing more and drawing a little bit every day. You can skip a couple of days, yeah, doesn't matter, or you can skip one day every now and then, but yeah. There are plenty of characters out there that you may think that they are computer made, and no, they are made originally like this. There is a studio in Barcelona in Spain that I love, that called Ratingale Studio. I had some lessons with them when I was doing my masters, and they basically have done The Corpse Bride, Madagascar, Hotel Transylvania, Spirit, Prince of Egypt, many movies like that, many beautiful movies, and this team of creative people, they basically draw characters in all these kind of premises and ideas that I'm explaining to you today. Like basically they will do some poses or character expressions, they will write some details, and they will present a page. Check them out on the I will put probably the link for their website on the show more section. So if you happen to be watching this video and you want to have a look to their work, most probably you already watched one of their movies that they work in, and yeah, you are gonna be mesmerized, because it is very, I find it very attractive. I love digital drawing, I do digital drawing too, but for my personal taste, for my personal liking, I find more attractive visually when something is drawn by hand and shown to me, or animated for my view, in a traditional way, in a handcraft way, let's say. I don't know how to explain it, but basically with traditional techniques. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna add the last details. I'm trying to find, as you see, I'm using different type of material all the time. I'm trying to grab my black color that I bought as well recently, that I showed you already in the previews. I have this Polychromos Faber-Castell. This one was a little bit more expensive. I don't normally use Faber-Castell, but they are very nice for the texture that they leave, the touch when you are drawing, the very constant tone as well. As I see, if you are drawing because you like to draw, doesn't matter what type of pencils do you use. If you're using professional, you can use everything as well, but there are things like, for example, this specific pencil, okay, it is very interesting for what I do. Very nice, very nice. Okay, I need to darken a little bit this green here and do some couple of extra shading here I fancy doing. So we have a second layer there, but I don't want to abuse this, okay? Just a little bit here and there, a little bit here and there. Yeah, I think I would say we finish for today. I don't know how long of a video end up being today, maybe a little bit longer than normal because I added color. Normally I would add only a little bit of pen touches or pen grayscale tones, but for today I've been using multiple. I've been using 02 today, I've been using 01, I've been using 005 from Sakura Micron, been using a little bit of Lida Aqua Brush Duo, a little bit of Big. I haven't said this one, but I've been using a little bit for some details Alpino, that is a Spanish brand, Alpino Colores, you can find them in Instagram too. And yeah, so today is basically doing a Ratty character, humanized animal character that is Ratingale, living in New York City around the Central Park area, the Big Apple area. He is a very old man, interested in books and things like this. He's having his daily walk around the city, and yeah, so let's basically sign. This is DavidViadel23, DavidViadel23, you can say it as you want, and this is the Mandragon's Cave. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed this kind of drop of info that I've been talking today about a couple of character design and illustration and how to create characters and how do I come with ideas, and I hope you check the references as well and you enjoy the references. And if you have some of your favorite brands, colors and material, traditional material, just put it in the comments and I will check it out and maybe buy some to try it. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the character today, and I'll see you in the next one. Follow, comment, subscribe, like and all these things. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.